Okay, it says we're live. It says live. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Why is that?
No matter how hot it is outside, even if you have zero AC right now, global heat waves are becoming more and more of an issue.
It's giving me an ad. Hey Buck, how you doing? It says live. Alright, well if it starts to buffer, it buffers, I guess. You can all hear me, right? How's the audio? Janice watched one video. Yeah, but you watch a lot of YouTube today. Okay, that audio's not too awful bad. Hi, Janice. Hey, Buck. So, all right, I got this loop going here. We do this song with the band. A lot of ways to approach this. So it's an A minor. Down to a G major, to an F, E suspended to E major, Hi, Zach. Spike. Basically, Spike. Clive. there's a lot of ways to, just approach a progression like that. And hi, Kevin Craig, how's it going? And I always play out of that. I'm using the Aeolian Asholian shape, And playing through something like that, I'm trying to leave some space, Watching Dave today. Hey, Electric Gypsy Blue. Watching Dave today, I can't do that anymore. I used to, but I can't. Oh, Rick, I've been waiting for you. Today you were playing that Stevie Ray Vaughan thing. Okay, I've been working on that, and I found that chord to be a very hard chord for me to hit. So the way that I found out to nail that chord was to make sure that I remember, and this is just a little trick that I made up, that first finger gets to a D and that second finger gets to a G. Once I get them, I can get the rest of that D shape on that F. Because, and here's the other thing I wanted to show you. I watched the way you were playing it, and I kind of play it like this. I go, whoop, sorry. He slides down and slides up. That's a hard chord for me to get to from there. So what I do is I nail that D and that G note, and then my fingers can complete the shape with a little bit of staring at it. Yeah, see, now that's the problem. That's the problem. he it you it he's tuned in E flat, so he's actually playing in the D shape. So when he goes to that chord, he's doing it on the D, but when you're playing it in D flat, obviously, or C sharp, then you have to drop it down here. So right, I always play it in the D position. No, you nail some of the stuff like really good that I don't get the way he's doing it. Other than the only thing I've got that I didn't see you doing was that sliding down and back up. Like that. And that's still a hard chord for me to hit. Hey Dave. Seems like I was just hanging out with you people. But anyway, it flipped me out when I saw you playing that today because I've kind of been working on that, messing around with it. And, yeah, you learn it in a regular tuning. Okay, then, and this is something I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you can see it, man. If you can see my fingertips. I don't know if you can see them, and there's a delay on this, and my fingertips are shredded. So, with this whole COVID thing going on, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so we got these gigs that came out of the blue, and we ended up playing Friday and Saturday over the 4th of July. Then we played this Friday there. And then we've got the 1st of August, 2 weeks later, then 2 weeks later, and then one in September, which is the bike rally, if it goes. And we get down to this place, and I'm uneasy anyway because of everything that's going on. And I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care what you think of it. It makes me uneasy, okay? So we get down there, and everything's kind of going normal. And then the place starts getting busy, right? And it's really getting busy. And nobody's doing any of the things that we're supposed to be doing. None of them. Nobody. And people come up and they want to get in your face. They want to shake your hand. They want to touch you. They want to do all this stuff. And we're playing, and the owner of the establishment comes up. He's having another act on Saturday, which is last night, that is a guy and his brother, a guitar player and a harmonica player. And this harmonica player wants to come up and play. Well, the other guitar player has met this guy before and knows him and knows his name and everything. And so he went over to Jerry's side of the stage, and I look at Fred and I go, you know, guys over there, I'm kind of okay. Linda, you just move over here next to me, okay? Because we don't know these people. We really don't want anybody that close. And he's blowing his harmonica into Jerry's mic, and we're doing a blues song. Well, we're tuned in E flat. this guy's got a C harp trying to play, like cross harp in G, and it ain't working. So I finally remind Jerry, I go, hey Jerry, we're tuned in E flat. Oh. So we you guys, I'm sorry, man. I gotta go take care of something right away. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Remind me where I was. We're in G. We're in E flat. I got one of my dogs acting all scaredy cat because it looks like it's going to rain out there. Anybody got a good joke? Yeah. So anyway, we discover we're playing in E flat. So what we did was we did Red House, and we played it in G sharp. So we moved up to G sharp, which puts it in G, and the guy was able to play. So he plays that, right? So we get through that. Then we're playing, and the guy's brother, who is the guitar player, comes up and starts singing into Jerry's mic harmony on a song. I don't remember which song, but he starts singing harmony on a song. And to kind of get through this thing, hey, Metalhead Hippie, how you doing? Tall Thin Kev, Dogpa, Steven. Hey, let's go on, Stephen Quayle. So to get through this, I played like a 2-hour set, okay? Because we've already got to play 4 sets. And I figure I'll play for 2 hours, we'll take a half-hour break, and then we'll finish out the end of the night, play till 11 o'clock, all right? So I played from 7 to 8, 9, played to 9:30, then we'll play another like hour and a half, and end the night. Well, the owner wants these guys to come up and jam with us. And I said, look, we're tuned in E flat, number one, okay? So there's not too many songs that I can think of other than an easy blues tune that we can move up a key so that this guy can play his harmonica. And this other guy's guitar is tuned in E, and it's an acoustic. Hi, Peggy. It's E, and it's an acoustic, and he can easily tune his guitar, but he's got a Martin, and it doesn't have a built-in tuner, so it's just an issue, right? It's just an issue. Other than just leave us the hell alone. These guys are playing tomorrow night anyway, all right? Let us do our thing. So I said, I'll tell you what, we'll get down. We'll just get down. And let this guy, let Joe and the other guy named, amazingly enough too, also is Fred, let Joe and Fred get up there and play. Those two, let them get up and play. All right, that's cool. So I let these guys go up and play. And I'm sitting there, and Fred kind of reminds me, he goes, the guy's singing in your mic. Oh, man. you know, I, yeah, he's singing in my mic. I said, well, that's not a problem because I'll just pop that one off and grab one out of my bag and put. I've got a Electro Voice mic in there. I'll just pop my Shure off and put the Electro Voice on. So, they did their thing and basically took up our break. So, we went on break that was a planned break anyway, and they do their thing. And they get done. I go back up, I switch the microphones, I wash my hands with some hand cleaner. I put my guitar on, and the owner walks up like this with a large sum of cash and goes, "You're not quitting, are you? Or if I, here, look, this money, would you continue to play?" I said, well, we got another set to do anyway. Okay, we got to play another set. Okay, he goes, you take this and put it in your pocket. So, all right, I took it and put it in my pocket, but obviously that's getting split up, between the whole band. That's a tip that's getting split up for everybody. So we played till 11 o'clock. Now I've sang for the better part 3.5 hours. I've been singing straight, okay, with a break in between. And the guy comes up and he goes, you wouldn't mind playing another hour, would you? And the problem is I've already taken the money, okay? And these people have been drinking all night, and they are a great audience. The audience is absolutely wonderful. It's great, but I want to get out of there. I want to end it. We played for 4 hours. I only like to play for 3 in the first place anyway, but we're doing 4 because we got to do what we got to do. Just to play another hour. Now he did this on the 4th of July, but it handled a little different. He made the offer of giving me the extra money if we played another hour, and I asked the band, and they said, yes, we'll do it. All right? So I turn around and I look at Fred, the drummer, and I go, man, he wants to play another hour. And Fred's like, I don't want to play another hour. I'm tired, man. It's hot, and I'm tired. And I pull the money out of my pocket, and I show it to him. I go, you already gave it to me. Well, the guy was standing there, and he goes, how about a half an hour? So we go, all right, we'll play for a half an hour. So we play the half an hour. And we get to Spirit in the Sky. And now there's no stage. We're on the ground. We're on the patio, and I got rugs down, and we're standing on our rugs. We're playing, and all of a sudden, all these people want to come up and get in your face and sing in your mic with you while you're singing. And I just backed up. Well, the problem with people like that is they don't ever want to take it. Okay? They don't want to. It's like, all right, I'll back off. You sing. They don't want to do that. They want you to sing so that they can sing with you, because they don't really know it. They don't really know the song, and they don't want to be the one leading it. They just want to be singing in your mic with you. And I'm like, man, that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people would go, oh, you worry too much, you're oversensitive, you're making too much out of it, but Karaoke, yeah. Yeah, Dave, I hear you. The instrumental versions. That's funny too, Steven, about knowing songs, because we played for 5 hours, or we played for over 4 hours, 4 hours at least of having to play. Okay, not just being there, having to play. And when we do 3 hours, I'll set the sets up so like I'll do a light oldies thing, like we were doing. Shooby dooby, and do songs like that, you know. Hate to say it, but I told you so. Don't mind me preaching to you. And then we'll do a country set, and then at the end of it, we'll do stuff like. We'll do something like that, right? You know, a set of rock, Bad Company, you know. For the last set. But when you got to play 4 sets, you could end up doing over 50 songs. And then when they throw another half hour on top of that, you got to come up with even more. And now we've got the songs. And I do have a list, but it's like, you know, I did my first 3 sets in a sort of an order that I'm not like just randomly jumping out and pulling stuff out of nowhere and like, you know, going from a country song to a rock song to a folk song. I'm trying to keep some coherency in these sets. And when they push you like that, you know, you have to you have to, you know, kind of think on your feet. And I had already blown all the country stuff. I had already blown any kind of soft rock we had, so I was trying to come up with rock and roll songs. Well, I taught Linda on the fly. There's a black man in a black cat, living in a black neighborhood. And it's like, here we go, just watch my fingers. And she hates when I do that to her. She hates it when I do that to her. And because she likes to be more rehearsed. And so the other guitar player at the end of the night, he goes, I really love it when you pull out some of these old songs that I haven't played for 10 or 15 years. And I'm like, Jerry, we've been practicing this stuff for months. What are you talking about? I pulled out one tune. I pulled out one song, And he'll forget that we do. Hey! He'll forget that we do that song. Oh, and then the other thing I pulled out, I did do that was what gets me, Dave, is after they've listened to me sing Johnny Rivers and Gordon Lightfoot and Willie Nelson, they ask me for Metallica. And I don't know if sometimes, if it's a joke, but, they want your attention. They want, and it's almost like they get a kick out of when you say, no, I'm sorry, I can't play that. And then they'll go, well, how about AC/DC? Are you listening to what I'm singing? Are you listening to what I'm playing? Why are you asking me for Metallica and AC/DC? House of the Rising Sun, you won't. That is public domain. I've already had that fight with YouTube, and I won. And I didn't have it with YouTube. It's not YouTube. People got to realize it's not YouTube. It's these publishing companies that go in and do claims on it. YouTube's got nothing to do with it. YouTube could handle it better maybe, but it's not them. They got to do what they got to do to let us be able to do what we do, okay? So the publishers deserve to get paid. But Rick Beato talked about this the other day, and I was kind of surprised. He actually called this publishing company in Germany and gave them a chance to explain themselves, and they opted not to. And throw down some Blackened. See, that's the problem, Rick. I don't even know what Blackened is. And so I'm just, the YouTube thing is something to do. I'm not as nearly fanatical about it as I used to be. I used to get really worked up about it, and I don't get worked up about it anymore because it's not worth getting worked up about. It's guys having fun, watching guys like Rick and Dave and Guitar Meets Science Jimmy, watching them play on a Sunday. I forget how I play that. have a different way of playing that riff. I'd have to figure out the riff again. That's it. Anyway, I used to play that a really weird way, and everybody would go, "That's not how you play it," and I'd say, "That's how I play it." But at any rate, I won't do the Facebook thing. I won't go live on Facebook because too many of my friends that are working musicians, when they all were out of work because of everything, they started going live on Facebook for free. And now that I've watched you 20 times on Facebook for free, why would I go somewhere to hear you? That, not that I wouldn't because they're my friends really, but there are some of them that I won't go see them because I already saw it on Facebook. I have no desire now to go to sit someplace and listen to them play like I might have normally wanted to, because I would have been curious as to what they were up to and what they were doing. So, Hunter Wren, I know who that is, and there's also a guy named Guthrie Trent. Guthrie. You guys got to check this guy out. Let me go find his name. He is an amazing guitar player. He's absolutely amazing. And I'm going to give you his name in just a second as soon as I find history. Guthrie. Let me find him. Let me find him. Let me find him. Guthrie Trapp. Guthrie-Trapp. And the video I last watched was Country Shuffle and the Blues. And this guy, if you want to learn something, you go check out Guthrie Trapp. He is, not Guthrie Govan. Guthrie Trapp. And he plays pretty much, a lot of his videos are on a Telecaster. And he's an amazing guy. Yeah, Ingle Dink Humperbert, Dave. The import version of any of his songs, yeah. Tim Fergal, exactly. They don't understand what they look like when they walk up to the band. And here's the other one. I'm in the middle of a solo, right? And I'm playing, and I'm sitting there going, and the barmaid, the waitress walks up and goes like this with a drink, and stares at me, and I'm looking at her going, down there, put it down there, and I've got a drink holder on my mic stand, so she could have took the almost empty drink out of there and set the drink in there. And that's the other thing. Guy, the owner wanted to buy us a drink. Alright. We're going to be here 4 or 5 hours. I'll have a Jack Daniels and Coke. So he brings me a Jack Daniels and Coke. And an hour and a half later, I'm still drinking it, and then down maybe half, right? I've drank maybe half of it. And I've got a can of 7-Up off to the side that I've been drinking. And so we get done, we take our break, we get those other guys up there, and I take what's about half of my Jack and Coke left and go sit at the table. and take a few sips out of it, and they do their thing. So here's my strategy. I'm going to just, it's warm, it's watered down now because the ice melted. Just going to let it sit there. So I leave it at the table. The minute I get back on stage, here she comes with another round of drinks. The owner bought you another round. We don't drink at gigs, okay? Number one, we all got to drive home. Number two, if you haven't learned in all of your years in playing that heavy alcohol drinking and playing on stage in front of people doesn't go well. It doesn't work, okay? So now I've got another drink that I've got to try to pretend to drink and hide. And as soon as I get that one about halfway gone and I'm getting ready to where I think I can ditch it, she comes again, another round of drinks. And I sat that one aside and I saw somebody, I go, hey, what are you drinking? Yeah, rum and Coke. You know, want Jack and Coke? Sure, I'll take it. You know, the guy didn't see me. I kind of let it slip out of my hand. 3 pints, eh, mate? But anyway, hey, DB. Yeah, I only drank for a perfect George Jones cover. Or a perfect David Allan Coe cover. Country DJs all think I'm an outlaw. They'll never come and see me in this dive. Where the bikers stare at cowboys who are laughing at the hippies who are praying they'll get out of here alive. Yeah, the loudmouth in the corner's getting to me. Talk about my earring and my hair. Well, I guess he ain't read the sign. Say I've been to prison. Someone ought to warn him before I knock him off his chair. But my long hair just don't cover up my redneck. I've won every fight I've ever fought. And I don't need some turkey telling me that I ain't country, that I ain't worth some damn gold ticket that he bought. That's my favorite David Allan Coe song. Well, that's when you get them, right, Kev? You don't, like, get the one setting up and just guzzle it down and then wait till break and then guzzle one down and then packing up, guzzle one down. You're taking your time on them, right? Oh, dogpa, exactly. You know, you can't. You don't tell the audience that you know, and people buy you drinks, and we found that putting out a tip jar, will kind of, they'll just put the money in the tip jar rather than, you know, try to buy you a drink. Especially if they all see us with a bottle of iced tea. Oh, yay-hoo, it's raining really hard. It's raining in my neck of the woods, boys. It says it's still 92 degrees. It was 92 degrees with a heat index of 103. So I can't believe it's, 84. Flood warning. Okay, here's Ed's weather report. We might not be cooking on the grill this evening. Ah, damn. Just have to wait and see what happens. Zoom this out. All of a sudden I'm looking at the radar in Florida. See what it's like in Fort Myers. Yeah, now my radar locked up. So we're still going. Alright, guys. We're 46 minutes in. Nah, it's all north. It's all up north on the lake here, Rick. I don't think it stretches down that far into your state. They're getting it in Erie County, out at Erie County. Rick, you're like Allegheny County, aren't you? Or maybe I'm like not even close. Spike, is it still raining there? Here's the thunder. Alright guys, I'm going to let this go. It was good seeing y'all. Probably Jimmy's going to be live pretty soon, so look for Guitar Meets Science. And Metalhead Hippie tonight, he's on at 10 o'clock. He plays everybody's stuff. He's really cool. So, alright guys, later on, take care of yourselves.